7 things I learned from 3 months living abroad. Hi, I'm Ed Riggins, but most people just call me Riggo. Welcome back to Thoughts for Thursday, and greetings from Paris. I missed a few posts over the last few weeks because we just now are winding down a 3-month trip that began in Ireland, took us through Italy, Portugal, Spain, and ends here in France. And here are 7 takeaways from our little adventure that I hope you'll find of interest. Number 1 is we native English speakers won the lottery. Wherever we went, Italy, Portugal, Spain, France, most service people spoke at least some English. It made me feel grateful, and it made me want to behave with humility. Number 2, American culture as expressed through our music is a juggernaut. I heard a Luke Combs song playing in a convenience store in Dublin, Ireland. I saw a young French man dancing to Jerry Lee Lewis as he prepared my cappuccino at a beautiful coffee shop in Nice, France. I heard a Bruno Mars song played as we ate dinner at an Italian restaurant in Marbella, Spain. Hearing his music in particular while I was outside the United States reminded me that Mars is an American from Hawaii who's from Puerto Rican, Jewish, and Filipino heritage. Roy Woods has a great joke where he points out that America is a melting pot and Bruno Mars literally looks like every race. I have to confess to a moment of patriotism when that thought crossed my mind. Number 3, learning something new is its own reward. For a month, I made the transition from a guy who lives in a high-rise in downtown Chicago and spends very little time behind the wheel of a car to someone who drove almost daily in Ireland on the wrong side of the road from the wrong side of the car. It reminded me of the payback we get from getting out of our comfort zones. Number 4, trust still exists in some places. At a gas station in a small Irish village, I pumped my gas and then noticed only afterwards that the only way I could pay was to go inside and see the clerk. I think the last time I saw anything like that, it was in the United States. It was probably in the 1970s. Number 3, rhythm is central to having a happy relationship, and particularly on the road. Each partner needs to know their own role and stick with that role. I'm over a foot taller than my wife, and I outweigh her considerably. So it was clear when we needed to be handling something heavy, it was my job to do that. Now she speaks multiple languages and I don't, so it was also clear who needed to be navigating and reading the signs as I drove us across the countryside in southern France. Number 6, I expected this trip might change me in some way. Instead, I think it has helped me to distill who I already was and to gain clarity about how to spend my time. I'll be giving this one a lot more thought. Number 7, even after 30 plus years of marriage, my girl is still everything I never knew I always wanted. Thanks for joining me.
Doors closing.